In 1906, a tragic chapter in history unfolded in New York City, a chapter that should never be forgotten. This is Oda Benga, a young boy from the Congo, who was brought to America under the pretense of being part of an exhibit. At the Bronx Zoo, Oda was put on display in the monkey house, treated not as a human being, but as an attraction for visitors. But not everyone stood by. Brave souls protested this inhumane treatment, demanding Oda's release from the zoo. Though he was freed after a long 10 years of torture, add to the European trauma and the pain of his experiences and the loss of his family weighed heavily on his heart. The young Congolese man who was infamously exhibited at the Bronx Zoo tragically took his own life on March 20, 1916. He committed suicide by shooting himself in the heart with a pistol. At the time of his death, Oda Benga was living in Lynchburg, Virginia, where he had struggled with depression and feelings of isolation after his traumatic experiences in the United States. The culmination of his despair led him to end his life. His story remains a poignant example of the deep psychological scars left by the racism and exploitation he endured. A life stolen by cruelty and racism. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe-o. FBA remembers Oda Benga, a life not forgotten. Born 1883, joined the ancestors in 1916. May we stand together and remind them who they are until their spawns get it right and pay us reparations. Who's responsible? Oda Benga's tragic exploitation in the Bronx Zoo was the result of actions taken by several individuals and institutions. Here are the key figures and entities responsible. Samuel Phillips Verner. Verner was an American businessman and former missionary who was primarily responsible for bringing Oda Benga to the United States. Verner purchased Oda Benga from a slave market in the Congo in 1904, ostensibly to exhibit him at the St. Louis World's Fair. After the fair, Verner was instrumental in arranging for Benga's exhibition at the Bronx Zoo. William Temple Hornaday, as the director of the Bronx Zoo, then called the New York Zoological Park, Hornaday was directly responsible for placing Oda Benga in the zoo's monkey house. He treated Benga as an attraction, displaying him alongside primates and marketing the exhibit to the public. Hornaday ignored the ethical implications and the protests from African American communities, focusing instead on the sensationalism and the zoo's popularity. The New York Zoological Society, now the Wildlife Conservation Society, the organization that operated the Bronx Zoo, sanctioned the exhibit, allowing the exploitation of Oda Benga for profit. The society was complicit in the dehumanization and racial exploitation inherent in the display. The public and media, the public's curiosity and the media's sensational coverage contributed to the continuation of the exhibit. Large crowds came to the zoo specifically to see Oda Benga, and newspapers of the time played a role in publicizing the exhibit, treating it as a spectacle rather than condemning it as inhumane. Revenue collection. The revenue generated from the exhibit likely went to the New York Zoological Society, which used Benga as a means to draw visitors and boost attendance at the zoo. The exact financial details are not well documented, but the society, and by extension, its members and leadership, would have benefited financially from the public's interest in the exhibit. These individuals and institutions collectively bear responsibility for the inhumane treatment of Oda Benga. The exhibit was a stark example of the racism and colonialist attitudes prevalent at the time, where a human being was displayed as a curiosity and treated as less than human.
They brought him from the Congo, oh so far away, chained and displayed like a beast in a cage. In the Bronx Zoo, they took his dignity. World hatred was shown in the 20th century. He was a man, not an animal, but they couldn't see the truth at all. Oh, Oda Benga, your soul was strong, but the world, it did you so wrong. Crowds came to mock, to laugh at his pain, but inside he carried the weight of 1,000 chains. They called it a show, but it was a crime to strip a man of his worth, one heartbeat at a time. He was a man, not an animal, but they couldn't see the truth at all. Oh, Oda Benga, your soul was strong, but the world, it did you so wrong. Tried to find a way to be free. The memory memories of home wouldn't let him be. In a world so cold, where love is denied, oh, the Benga's light faded, but his story survived. He was a man, not an animal, but they couldn't see the truth at all. Oh, the Benga, your soul was strong, but the world that did you so wrong. Hey, oh, the Benga, your pain will remember, your caged soul's cry will echo forever. In the fight for justice, we'll carry your flame, and in your honor we'll call out your name. Oh, the Benga, oh, the Benga, oh, the Benga, oh, the Benga, oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh-wee.
Atom that's shooting out of the waves, that's the building block, okay, of the entire universe, okay, atom, okay, which is today called atom.
Yeah. 10 to the minus 33 centimeters in space, 10 minus 43 seconds, that is time. If you want to see the last of the true, look at my face. If you want to crack the mysteries of life, study this rhyme. Everything you see is a molecular structure. Your clothes, your home, you, your mother, your brother. Molecules make up everything we sense as matter. Everything molecular, even you rappers. Molecules are made by atoms coming together. Some molecule structures are soft, others tougher than leather. Whatever, the molecular structure of things come from the atomic structure of things. Now you gotta hear what I bring and what I sing clearly. We going through levels of string theory, but don't mind me, I'm just shining my light. True master got beat, so I'ma rhyme on this mic. 22 years rocking, something gotta be right. I'm not a crook, I'm more the archaeologist type, digging for truth, aboriginal, passing the pipe. Peacemaker, street savior, KRS-One is like I got the feeling for fearlessly fighting fascism. I raise my voice against racism and classism. You can keep your fast living, I pass prison. Talk that shit, you get hit with an ass whipping. I stand with a protest sign. I'm not known for crime, I'm known to hold mine with a chrome 9 elements. At this level, money is irrelevant. I'm making you more intelligent, and that's the end of it.
If you gave the ancient African scrap metal, okay,
Yeah.
they will transform that into gold.
Teacher, philosopher, mystic, scholar, don't get it twisted, we gets that dollar, holla, this K will slay. Back in the day and today, yes I do brings drama. I'm a builder, I'ma get iller. I'm a professional without the milk or Matilda. When I'm on the scene, it's clear. The streets salute Chris with AR-15s in the air. Who you think I'm teaching? The conscious don't need to be taught. I'm talking to my dudes going to court. Them thugs in them strip clubs, goons in the back rooms, real gangsters wondering when you coming back soon. Y'all little dudes is fakers. Y'all know money's made of cotton, so why you chasing paper? I'm not a hater, haters whack, no doubt. I'm a lover, and I love taking whack rappers out. So let's get to it. You youngins need a spanking, and in a few years you're gonna be giving me a thanking. Thank you, big brother. Can I have another? You can't play your rhymes for your mother. Every time I see another chick showing her ass for money, I holler, where your father, honey? What kind of childhood would produce an adult like that? It takes a nation of millions to hold us back. So why we holding ourselves back too? Yo, heaven got me, but really does hell have you? I'm spitting the truth to you, but you reject it cause you don't really know what to do. So you frontin' in your own ignorance, in your own belligerence. Real gangsters, man, are militants. Y'all just hoes with a million woes. You supposed to be down with the Sopranos? Who knows?